What's good, everyone? Welcome to the very first funded payout interview with Legacy Funding. We are sitting today with Seth. How are you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man.
How long have you been trading now? What are some kind of strategic things you're doing to try and get more funding?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Don't fall for the first push because most of the time those are fake outs.
So if you
Yeah.
could go out there and give some kind of tips to anyone, I just want to ask some like advice to people out there who are on their journey trying to make it to a payout like you did.
I mean, I think you've said it many times. You don't learn swimming from the beach. You have to actually get out there and do it.
Thank you so much for taking the time. And first off, congratulations on being the very first payout with Legacy Funding. We appreciate you. I've been able to see you from the very start go through and make it all the way to that payout. So I'm super excited to get to sit down with you today. But before we get started, I want to get a little brief, background. Where are you from? How old are you? How long have you been in the trading?
Well, I was born in Wyoming, moved to Oklahoma in like third grade, lived here ever since. Really started off with door-to-door knocking for pest control. And I was like, oh man, I don't want to. I'm getting yelled at, getting called stuff I don't really like to be called, and I can't really, I can't say anything back, or the company gets. And then I ran into Mamba, and I was like, I like his strategy. It's just so simple. So literally every day, I would sit in a porta potty in the neighborhood watching Mamba videos, learning his trading style.
And that's how you saw Mamba first and you figured out about trading? Or how'd you get into trading, find out about it?
I was on Instagram and I saw his cars. I was like, that's legit. I wonder what this guy does. And then I saw his YouTube videos, and then my brother traded like 2-3 years ago, and he didn't really go through with it. Now we're both trading, but
That's awesome.
yeah, I was like, why not just give this a shot? It looks fun.
That's awesome, bro. Well, congratulations. Going back to like doing the door-to-door sales, do you feel like you like learned anything or learned any kind of skills with that you can kind of transfer into trading?
Yeah, stick to the basics, master the basics.
In what way?
Hey, let's say door to door, you go to a door and do just the most basic pitch. Yo, hey, I'm Seth. I do pest control for your neighbors. You want something like that. And then you go to the next door with no training and you try to say hey, what's going on, man? My name's Seth. I see you got bugs over here trying to, like, that doesn't work. You don't have the training to be doing all that stuff. So I implicated that for trading, and I mean, it was pretty easy to learn his strategy just because it's so simple. I'm not
Yeah.
for breakouts, New York Open. I mean, it's really just about volume.
Yep. Volume based.
Yeah, and then of course, copying your trading style for Power Hour. I mean, you see me. I'm in every trade that you're in.
Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, I always appreciate all the support. Well, I want to ask you, how long have you been trading now?
6-7 months.
Like, actually?
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. 6 to 7 months. And what do you think you did differently to kind of like, I mean, some people take years to get to a payout, and you were able to, in 6 and 7 months, already make it to a payout from a prop firm, which is very hard. So what do you think that you were able to do differently to make it to that payout?
Whenever I was in the blueprint and I was listening to you and Emmett, the biggest thing you guys talked about was risk management. And with especially prop firms, you want to risk 0.5% to 1%. So I was just like, no matter what, I don't care how much my account is, I'm risking 1%. So with legacy funded at 50K, it's 500. So yeah, for the payout, that's really all I did. I set stop losses because I had a big problem before getting a payout. Was like, oh, it's getting close. It's going to go my way. I would move my stop loss.
Okay, so moving
Never
your stop
worked.
loss. Yeah. I always preach that, moving your stop loss. When you get in, there's a reason you put it there in the first place. The
Yes,
emotions you have once that trade's getting the stop loss is not the emotions you had before. So just let it, let
exactly.
it hit. That's awesome, bro. Well, off the bat, just kind of hearing from you, it sounds like, you were able to stick from the basics. You learned that from your prior job. And from that, you're able to find consistency and profitability a lot faster than a lot of people, which just goes to show, like, I always preach it out there, guys, that like, if you overcomplicate trading can be one of the hardest things ever because, analysis paralysis, when you know 10 different strategies and you're trying to implement them, you don't know if you're going to buy or you're going to sell or anything. So with you, keeping it simple, basics, learning volume, breakout strategies, all that type of stuff. So
Oh yeah,
that's great, bro. Well, I want to ask you, what's your favorite pair to trade?
US 30.
US 30?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah,
And then
US 30, then Nasdaq.
okay. And then previously, we just kind of talked about, you did get the payout. We obviously paid you out. You felt really on top of it, and you're still going through and trying to pass more challenges and get more funding. What are
Yes.
some things that you kind of have learned through the process of like, going and getting your first payout, but now having to go and kind of redo it, go back and get more funding? Like, what are some kind of strategic things you're doing to try and get more funding?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. After one payout, you feel like you're on top of the world. You think you're the best trader ever. I got humbled so fast. Like, it's not even funny. Like, my brother still makes fun of me for it. But I would say even like a set take profit, because whenever after my payout, I'd risk $400 because I think on NASDAQ for a 20 pip stop loss for MNQ,
Yeah,
it's
with one
400
contract.
bucks.
Yeah, it's 400.
Yeah. And I can't, I'm not going to go up to 800 because that's, almost 2%.
Hmm.
And the problem I would have it would hit my 1 to 2 $800. I'm like, that's so close to 1,000. I might as well just hold. Never. It worked maybe 3 times and then I lost the account. So the big thing is what your strategy is 1 to 2. Take out at your 1 to 2. It doesn't matter. $200 really isn't, the craziest thing. Just
Hmm.
take your $800 and go.
That's awesome, bro. And do you
Yep.
think that like, have you gone through and like made kind of a bulletproof strategy that you're kind of following in and out, or like do you have a checklist?
I do. Yeah, it's literally Mamba's thing. Support resistance. Don't fall for the first
Mhm.
push because most of the time those are fake outs.
Yep.
And then one other big problem I had was it would show like little volume towards the second breakout, and I was always getting faked out. Mamba doesn't get it. I'm like, why is he doing that? And then someone asked him. He was like, it's because there wasn't enough volume
Yep.
showing. So I was like, okay. And then after I learned that, when it shows volume and it breaks out of not the first time, the second, third, maybe even fourth time. That's what I've done, and it's helped me a lot.
Yeah, identifying volume. That's one of the things that comes to breakouts is that price will break out and it can go your way, but you need that volume for price to push. If not, it could just,
Yep.
break out and then come back in and consolidate and lead to a fake out. That volume's not a part of it. So
Yep.
that's awesome is identifying that. Great. So you were obviously someone who off the bat when you first got into trading was, you went and you joined the mentorship and stuff. Do you think that like joining and kind of having some sort of like mentor and people to like kind of listen to helped you, increase that learning curve so much?
Absolutely. 100%. You, Emmett, even Wesley. I talked to Wesley personally.
Of
He's
course.
awesome.
Hmm.
I went golfing with him. He taught me a lot of stuff. So I would 100% get into a mentorship because they've done it for years. You've done it for not even, a month maybe sometimes.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And then do you like did you try to do just straight learn online first or anything like that, or did you kind of just jump straight into
I jumped straight into it.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Well, you take that leap of faith because I feel like it just goes to show for anyone out there, if you guys have not yet gone and, Legacy Funding, we don't offer any mentorships or anything. We have free live trading every single day, which we do go and try and teach you guys every single day. So you can join that because we're here to help you guys. But I'm basically trying to say that, like, for people out there, that you need to kind of go and learn from people who are actually doing it, follow the blueprint, understand like the do's and don'ts. Things like he said is that you can go online and watch a breakout strategy, but then until you're actually going, watching someone live, seeing like, oh, why didn't you get in here? And they're explaining it to you, it's going to save you from so many losses in the long run, which is absolutely amazing. So if you
Yeah.
could go out there and give some kind of tips to anyone, I just want to ask some like advice to people out there who are on their journey trying to make it to a payout like you did.
I mean, I think you've said it many times. You don't learn swimming from the beach. You have to actually get
Mhm.
out there and do it. I didn't really trade demo just because watching Mamba's YouTube videos, it was if you trade demo, you weren't really learning. You weren't
Yep.
really putting your mind through the wins and losses and all that. So I would say my biggest tip though is for sure set stop loss, set take profit. If you are that kind of trader, I know you're the trend line whenever it
Mhm.
hits through. I would biggest thing, have one strategy, stick to it. That's it.
Yeah. Keep it simple.
Yep.
Like,
Keep it
like
simple, please.
what about sessions? Because you kind of brought up volume. Is trading during sessions and stuff important too? Is that something that you learned on, early?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, New York Open, Power Hour, you have sometimes 230 candle to for me
Yeah.
230
Hmm.
because I'm in Oklahoma, 250. I mean, that
Yeah.
candle sometimes goes crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know, you trading with you, that 250 candle, we've literally been like 2 pips away from stop loss and it shoots us up to take profit. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And then I also trade agent session with UNM.
Yeah. So just like
And
you're on the clock.
yeah, I mean, why not? That's literally what I do. I trade.
That's awesome, bro. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations. You're killing it. Like I said, is that I've seen you from not learning anything to going through, taking the challenge and becoming the first payout from us is absolutely amazing. It just goes to show
Yes.
that like with hard work, keeping it simple, you can make
Yeah.
it a lot faster. I mean, there's people that I know that have that joined that were in your same blueprint or anything that have been training for years who still haven't made it to it. But it goes to show that like you keep saying, keep it simple. It'll come to you and then follow what you have in place. A lot of people out there, you guys will have a checklist of things like, okay, I'm not getting until these things happen. Well, guess what? Those things will happen. Maybe you won't get in, or you're in. You're like, I'm gonna go for 1 to 2. It gets to 1 to 2. You're like, I'm gonna keep holding, and then it reverses against you. So keep those rules in place. Is there any rules or anything you could tell people out there that like you have in place to kind of help you, like when it comes to like how many trades a day or risk or
Two for every session. But as soon as I win a trade, I'm done with that session.
Mhm. Take your win
Uh,
and walk away?
yeah, it's like what you say. If it hits 1 to 1, stops to break even, you've won the trade. It
What
doesn't
about
matter.
like psychology and stuff? Did you have to like read any psychology books? Is there anything that helped you on your journey?
I was doing door to door for a year and a half, and that really helped my psychology for sure. Negative stuff. I mean, I would lose a trade. I'd be like, darn it, whatever. At least I'm not getting called.
Yeah, all this stuff at
Yeah.
at someone's door. That's crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Bro. You learn that discipline. Is there anything you did early on? Did you ever do any sports or anything? Is there any other like life lessons that you think helped you?
I did football, basketball, track, powerlifting, because those were
Oh,
the only
nice.
sports. I would have played more if my school had them, but I would have played
Awesome.
volleyball. I killed in volleyball.
That's awesome.
But sports definitely help psychology too. I mean, let's do football. We're in the state championship and we lose. I mean, just belt to butt, dude.
Hmm.
That's hard.
Yeah.
But you learn from it. Like, you learn it's hard, but it's not the end of the world. And then, sophomore year, we win it. We win it all. Junior year, we win it all. My senior year, we sucked. But that's besides the point. The thing is I had fun.
Hmm.
I worked my butt off. I know what I had to do. I stuck to my job, and I was pretty successful. Me and my brother would have went to college, but I was like, "Nah, I don't really like football that much."
Take up all your time. That's
Yeah.
awesome, bro. Well, that's great. We love having you a part of the community. Is there any like kind of future goals that you have with trading? Is there like, right now we're getting close to the end of 2025. Is there any goals you have that you want to hit by the end of the year, by next year with trading yourself or anything that you want to share? Maybe that we can do a later payout, another interview
Yeah.
with someone and we can be like, look at,
I've had the 1,500 payout. I mean, of course, like higher payouts, 10K, five, even just 5K.
Hmm.
I would say that's another thing that I would say people have a problem with is they set their goals so high. You were talking about actually your girlfriend trades
Yep.
gold.
Hmm.
And I think you were saying that she had such high goals that whenever it hit her TP, like she
She
wouldn't
wants
get
to
out
go
because
more.
it's not. Yep.
Hmm.
I would say that setting, because I was like that at the beginning too, setting such high goals that 800 isn't enough. 1,000 is where I get out.
Hmm.
So I would say for sure payouts. And then we talked about before that this would be a goal
Oh
to
yeah,
start
say it.
that.
Tell him. He has a new
Tell
idea he
them,
wants to work on.
hey,
He wants a
it,
beanie on a hat, and then he's gonna
yes,
start a
the
company.
Heaney. It's not going to look like this, but this is just the prototype.
There
All
we
right. Hey,
go.
I I've never been here. I don't know Wisconsin, but it's my papa went there, so
Yeah, that's
why
awesome, bro.
not?
So you're an
So
entrepreneur.
yes, and
That's
then
awesome, bro.
me and my brother and business partner are starting a jet cleaning business.
Nice, bro. Always doing something.
Yeah,
I love that, bro. Well, before we get out of here, I just want to, this is your kind of last minute to kind of say any type of advice or anything you want to put out there to the people, about trading or themselves or
yeah.
motivation, just anything.
Jesus Christ is awesome. Jesus Christ has
Hmm.
helped me, my family. Jesus Christ saved my mom. So I would say find the Lord, read your Bible for sure. For sure, read your Bible. I'll say that's the biggest one for me.
Awesome. Have
100%.
faith.
I was in a slump and then I found Jesus and he's helped me out for sure.
That's awesome, bro. Well, congratulations. Like I said, I was super happy to be the first to congratulate you when you got your payout.
Oh yeah.
Call you after, you actually got it and sent it to you and see how you felt and stuff. So like I said, bro, watching you from the beginning, go through the mentorship, knowing zero stuff to starting to get payouts and seeing you reach all these goals and want to start these new businesses. And hopefully you can start all these new businesses with trading profits. That's the
Yeah.
goal, bro. So,
It, I'm not even sure if you remember this. On the blueprint, we were on a call and you had me do Gangnam style on the call. My very first call with the blueprint.
there we go. I always say, guys, is you have to get uncomfortable. I like call people out. There'd be like these big Zoom calls or Discord calls, and I was like, guys, if you guys are on these calls and you're uncomfortable, shake it out. And
Yes.
what we called out said that's actually hilarious. Yeah, bro. Well, look at you made it. Here we
I
are.
made it.
You made it. We're here. Paid
Come
out.
on.
Doing awesome. And I love it, bro. So from Legacy Funding, we love you. We appreciate you, and we hope
I
that
love
you
y'all.
go and get more capital, get more payouts, and going
Yes.
forward, we'll touch base on another payout interview coming soon, bro.
Yes.
Well, appreciate you so much for your time.
Of
If you
course.
guys need anything, Seth's always in the Discord too. He's always around, so you can DM him and stuff. But if anyone out there is looking to get access to more capital, the link is in the description. Go to legacyfundingfutures.com and you guys will go and get up to $450,000 of capital and go get payouts like my boy Seth here. So thank you so much for your time, guys, and everyone out there. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and see you on the next interview. Peace out, guys.